The Katz measures a client's ability to perform ADLs independently in 6 areas. Clients are scored based on observation in each area, and they're given a score of 1 or 0 to indicate independence or dependence. These 6 areas include transferring, bathing, dressing, feeding, continence, and toileting. A score of 6 means that they are full functioning, 4 moderate functioning, and a score of 2 or less indicates severe functional impairment. Today we will be observing our client Abigail, and for everyone's comfort we have omitted ADLs of toileting and continence.
Today we are going to be doing the Katz Index. This is an assessment that is going to test your independence and activities of daily living. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through all these activities such as bathing, dressing, you getting in and out of a chair or your bed, as well as feeding. You ready? Okay, sounds good. So Abigail, what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna transfer into your bed and then out of your bed, and we're gonna see how well you can do it. Okay.
During this process, we note that Abigail does not need any help in getting in and out of her bed.
Good work. And let's see how you get out of bed. All right, amazing. Thanks. Now we're gonna go through your daily routine. So after you've gotten out of bed, what do you do next?
I usually take a shower.
All right, so let's go over to the shower.
Okay.
So too fun.
To avoid any embarrassment in this video, we have taken out bathing, but we do know that Abigail can do this independently because she does not need any assistance while doing this on the regular.
Okay, so now let's see how you do with dressing.
Okay.
What is not shown in this video is that Abigail was actually able to go to her closet, pick out her clothes, and put them on her bed, as well as put on undergarments. And right now she's putting on clothes on top of her clothes, once again, to reduce any embarrassment with the activity. And we can also gauge some things while she is doing this, such as her posture and her balance, which are not included in the assessment, but also very good things to note. It is also important to note that if someone needs assistance with tying their shoes, this does not mean that they are dependent. They still rank under the category of being independent, so go ahead and give them 1 point.
Good job. All right, Abigail, now we're gonna go into the feeding part of this assessment. So if you can just get all the materials you need and prep your food, and then we'll sit down to eat.
Okay.
For the category of feeding, we are only looking at the fact that she is getting the food from the plate into her mouth without help. But outside of this assessment, we can look at much more. We can look at how she does with her meal prep as well. So for this category, independence does not necessarily mean that the person has to prepare the meal themselves. If they have this done by another person, they are still ranked independent, and you can go ahead and give them that point.
And now we wait.
While we wait for her to finish her meal prep tasks, let's go over some things that you could probably look at while you're addressing the feeding category as well. It's not included in the assessment, but as we can see, she demonstrates good functional mobility while moving around the kitchen. She demonstrates good motor skills as she cuts, and she is placing the lid on top of her container, able to use good grip strength to push that down, and she can carry that all the way to the fridge, open it up, and put it back in. She also demonstrates very good dynamic balance as well as standing balance, and she has good safety awareness. She knows that once she takes that plate out of the microwave, it's going to be pretty hot, and she even says so. So good job, Abigail.
Like, if I wasn't able to, that can be provided by another person.
It is important to note that during this assessment, it does take quite a bit of time for them to go through their actual routines of ADLs. And so during these times, there might be some awkward silence, but you can always fill that with some small talk to make them more comfortable. And be sure to always be asking if they need any rest breaks, just in case they do.
Ooh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have made it where it was cold to start with, so that way I didn't burn my tongue. But now I'm going to burn my tongue. And that would be very awkward. But it's okay.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Abigail is able to take one bite without any assistance and therefore gains a point.
Over some of the results. For this index, we were measuring your independence level with your activities of daily living, and you scored a 6 out of 6, and that indicates that you are independent in all these activities, which is great. Good job. Thank you.
The Katz index is both reliable and valid, and we use this really to see the person's level of function with their ADLs, and this is going to give rise to the resources that they might need to become less dependent or even more independent. The Katz is a great assessment for creating a common language also between the client's physicians and clinicians. And this is very good for creating a care plan and a discharge plan based on their level of function. And also it is to be noted that the Katz should always be followed up with comprehensive assessments when functional capabilities are impaired. Much thanks to Abigail for letting us observe her so that we can all learn a lot more about the Katz index. If you want to look it up on your own for fun, here is the reference and it is available online.